that's good soda naan.
Yeah, sweetened kind.
Oh, that's the good stuff right there. Pure, uncut.
It was so good that it was about to explode from the bottle when I picked it up at the Chinese supermarket yesterday. It was so fermented.
You saved it. You saved it from a fate.
Yep. And it saved us.
I'm drinking water, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for the camera. Oh, sorry.
But why are you drinking water?
Because
you're sobering up.
Soda lan is it's too strong for me.
Soda lan.
Maybe it's because you're calling it soda lan is why you don't like it.
Soda lan is what my family calls it, bro.
Yeah, your family's wrong.
Yeah,
it's soda nan.
I know how it's spelled, but that's just what they called it. I'm honoring my family by doing this. So fuck you guys.
By not even drinking it too.
Yeah,
and I'm honoring my family, and then I'm spitting in my culture's face at the same time.
His mom's like, "Don't you go out of Hollywood and drink all that soda, okay? Yeah, you gotta change."
I know it's cheap out there.
Yeah,
I hear they're almost about to burst.
Yeah,
you drink that, and it turns you into a Viet Cong, okay?
Welcome to another episode of Embarrassed by Night, the podcast hosted by two balding Vietnamese Americans.
You're not balding, are you?
I get to brush it forward, so it's a little bit.
Looks good.
It's a receding hairline at the very least.
Yeah, that's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. I can get.
You got a little edge
plugs.
up.
I got plugs.
Yeah, you got that LeBron James going.
The line is good. The line is good.
The line's good.
It's. I like it short.
Would you ever get hair plugs?
I probably would in Turkey if I can do comedy there also.
In Turkey? Why Turkey?
It's cheaper. That's what they say.
Wait, why comedy?
Sometimes I do stand-up comedy.
They're not good people. Why would you go over there and do comedy?
They're equally as bad as Armenians. That's what I think.
They're what?
They're equally as bad as Armenians.
I don't know about all that. I've met some Turkish people. They're kind of annoying.
Have you met Armenians?
Yeah, but at least they're fun.
We can't use any of this.
We could absolutely use this. No, Turkish people are just like, the philosophies of the human. Shut the fuck up.
They're intense. Turkish people are very, very fucking intense.
No, they're uppity.
They are uppity. They think, because they think that they're still like on about their like the Ottoman Empire, you know.
Let it go.
Yeah, dude.
We get it. At least Armenians are fun. They're super fun people to hang out with, and they're women.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why I did that.
Are you eating their women?
Yes,
you're eating their women.
Yeah. That's like that
tastes delicious.
Like butthole. Jesus. Okay, that's a weird start to the podcast.
It's always a weird start. We have to cut out the first 20 minutes.
No, keep it in, bro.
He doesn't have the balls. You don't have the balls to keep this in, do you?
Where your chungs at?
Huevos?
Yeah. Your huevos, lanchalos.
So stupid.
That's sorry.
That's so stupid.
For the first couple minutes, I gotta get the hack shit out.
Yeah, 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes of this. You're
20 minutes of hack shit.
We're here for an hour. We'll keep 40. That's how we do it usually.
Nah, man. We keep everything. We're keeping everything. Let's get people. Let's get people riled up.
Yeah. Let's keep it raw. I think so. Just like this Irulan.
Yeah, it's raw.
It's nice and raw. Just like this podcast.
I don't even know how this shit is made. Like, is it fermented?
How is Suro Lan or Nan made?
Suralan is made. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's just I know it's rice.
Also,
right?
leave this in.
Soybean water. It's kind of like rice water, but like soybean water. Is that it? They just keep it in like a.
I guess they mush the shit out of it and just let it sit for a while. Because isn't that what most Vietnamese food?
Is there like? Is there any alcohol in it?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Ready?
Trace amounts.
Soaking and grinding soybeans, boiling, and then filtering out the particulates.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
And then sugar.
Fucking, this is water and soybeans, pretty much.
I used to pound this shit as a kid.
Really?
Sweet, like my favorite.
I love the little boxes, the little carton boxes of it.
Yeah.
I get it out of the can. The Yales.
Yales was great.
Oh, yeah. I never had any of that.
What?
I didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
What was your favorite Vietnamese drink growing up then?
My dad's semen.
Jesus Christ. We really got it. Yeah. The first 20 minutes is rough.
No, we'll cut that part out about sucking his dad's dick, and then.
Well, he didn't say he got it out of his dick. It
True.
Probably was refrigerated.
Oh, sucking my dad. That's disgusting. Come on, Alex.
I've never even seen his dick.
Have
Ew.
some decorum. No, my dad would come in a glass.
Okay,
and I would
okay,
drink
okay.
it. Jesus, I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
a savage.
Well, I would have thought otherwise.
Jesus, come on, Alex. Have some class.
Should we start this over?
No, I've gotten pretty good at editing this now. That I just like know, like I'm not even gonna watch this shit.
I just want to see. I just want to see what happens when I say these things.
For sure. I don't think
It turns out I make people very uncomfortable.
Well, you're in the right field.
Today's guest is Alex Duong,
Yeah.
a part of the Embarrassed by Night family.
Absolutely, man.
Door dude at the world famous comedy store.
Door guy.
Door guy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave that in.
Yeah, for sure. Door guy, not door dude. We're not like they're
Door
like
person.
oh comedy bro.
Door
or-
person.
Comedian extraordinaire and recent Tesla owner.
Yeah, this dude pulled up in a blue Tesla.
Wow.
And it was so unexpected. You know what it is? It's not you. It's actually us. It's our perception of you. It's how we
Okay.
think of you, right? It's like you're allowed to do whatever you want. But when you rolled up, the first thing Fred said was, I'm gonna talk to these dudes to see like what's the deal with blocking the car. Blocking my car.
Yeah, I thought like we weren't allowed to park there or something because you pulled up. You're like, just with authority.
Yeah. You pulled up slowly, but somehow
You're
with
like,
hella authority.
why is this Camry in my spot?
Yeah.
I own this land. What the fuck?
Yeah. It was very awesome. And then you walked out, and I was like, I cannot believe it's my friend Alex Duong, bro. I cannot believe.
Well, it was especially surprising because we know that you have this like great bit about driving a Prius.
Exactly. Yeah. So I just assume it's Prius.
I think it's interchangeable. I could because the joke is about how it sounds. It sounds gay.
Yeah.
A Tesla also sounds gay.
Yeah.
Equally as gay.
Yeah.
So
It's like classier gay. A Tesla's
classier gay.
A Tesla's rich gay.
Yeah, it's like
Prius
it's
is
pinky up
yeah,
gay.
middle class gay. Yeah, like a Prius sees musicals every once in a while, but a Tesla has season tickets.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
To Pantages.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a Prius is visiting, like a Tesla like owns the land that the Prius is visiting
Exactly.
on, and that's what I aspire to do. Is
Yeah,
to own
it's good.
shit.
It's working. We were scared of you.
Aren't Teslas like 50K now? Like,
No.
they're not even.
No,
No.
like 30 something.
30. Yeah, they're in their 30s. They're chopping them down because Elon Musk, like we were saying, is a complete psychopath.
Yeah.
And he will do whatever it takes. He will lose money just to be number one, which you gotta respect that.
I actually do respect that.
But he's got fuck you money. He's got money where he's like, I'm going to bottom out the entire fucking automotive industry.
Look what he did to Twitter.
Yeah.
He's just taking L's all day on Twitter.
Yeah, he fucked up Twitter so bad. I'm using Threads.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh my god. They got us on Threads now. They got us posting on Threads now.
Yeah, and we're doing it, and it's not good.
Yeah, like to Twitter or X or whatever, it's just become like world star hip hop to me. Like all I see is fight videos, and then like porn pops up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're just fighting and fucking all day.
Sometimes it's the same video.
Sometimes it's world star. That'd be the funniest fucking porn. Just like world star, or a girl like holding a cock, and she's like world star.
These kids in street clothes coming in with their clothes.
Yeah, so that has to get cut out.
We're still within 20 minutes.
Classic.
I don't mind shitty on the Turks because nobody likes Turkish people.
I draw the line at me shitting on your wife.
Armenian people actually come out to comedy shows.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I-
Armenians are fun-loving people, actually. Yeah.
They're a good time.
They're a
a
great
good
crowd.
time.
They're a great audience.
Yeah,
too.
they can be annoying and they can smell like a lot of Drakkar Noir.
But we can say the same about other Asians.
We can say Vietnamese. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Why you wearing so much Aqua de Gio? Like you're a married man. Why you wearing cologne? Married men should not wear cologne.
I actually sort of agree with that, unless their wives like it.
Wives don't like cologne. Oh yeah, they do. They do.
Depends.
But every time I put on cologne, my wife will be like, "Who you fucking?" No, I just want to feel a little pretty. Like, I want to smell like sandalwood for a couple hours. For who? For me. Sometimes I want to do things for me. What's so hard about that? I don't know.
That's funny, man. Like, for once, like I just want to feel pretty. I like that. I love that. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I think men are not okay. We're not, especially Vietnamese men. We are not okay.
Oh, I don't think we're okay at all. I think we're miserable and angry.
I'm pretty chill.
No, you're not. There's like a bubbling anger inside of you, Fred, that I can feel.
When I say we're not okay, I wasn't referring to me. I want to be clear.
One half of us.
I'm doing great.
No, we're all not okay.
We're all not okay. That's probably fair.
As a group,
that's probably fair.
Well, you guys convinced me.
We pour all our hopes and dreams into something that does not have great returns.
Yeah.
And we have no choice but to stay. We are in a fucking prison, and it is fine, because what the fuck else would we be doing?
Comedian Alex Duong, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, all in young, baby.
What was your alternative job if you didn't discover stand-up comedy or writing? What did you think that you were going to be doing?
I don't know. Own a business or some shit. A car tuning business, maybe.
Nice.
I think I'd have so much fun just like working on cars all day long and making them go like super fast. I mean, that's literally the most Asian thing I've said in a while.
I love it.
Go fast.
No, that's true who you are, bro. That's who you are, right?
I run away from all my problems.
Yeah, drive away from all my problems. Drift away from all my problems.
Bye, Tokyo. Bye, family. And just hit that apex out of my family's life.
Yeah, dude, that's good. I want that for you.
No, I want that as well. I want to drift away from a lot of problems. I don't care if they solve themselves. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would love to just build cars all day long and just be alone.
You can do that in addition to comedy
eventually. Eventually, when we start selling tickets, or whatever, then I can just
us.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, giving them away.
Yeah. You got to give it away. You sell some drinks. I don't know what we got to do, but if we can sell tickets eventually and then like have fun cars, I think, and just take care of our own, that's fucking beautiful. I think that's literally all we're asking.
Yeah. What do you think about VinFast?
VinFast is a money pit.
Yes.
I mean, it's in its beta version.
Yeah.
It's in its beta version. I think VinFast is got a lot.
Beta version. Bet that.
It's in beta version. I think VinFast is, at least we got one.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to market.
The first one is important, right? The first one, just get it out, and then we can. That's how progress is made. It's pioneering. You got to go with that. It's also not very good.
Unfortunately, they overshot with the name. They could have kept the expectations a little bit lower with like Vin.
What do you call it?
Vingo. Just Vingo.
Vingo is good.
Vingo.
That sounds like Van Gogh.
Yeah.
It does sound like Van Gogh. That's fucking art.
Swirly. The designs are all
and we will both cut off our ears.
Yeah, it's missing one passenger.
It's missing one rearview mirror.
That's very funny. I mean, we got to market. I think if Vietnamese people got along more, we could even do even more. But we got all our, trauma and shit.
There's a little bit. There's a little
still working through that. We can't make cars yet.
We can't make cars until we process trauma. That's a fucking true statement if I've ever heard one. We cannot make cars if we haven't processed trauma. That applies to our country, and I think it applies to you.
It applies to everything. It applies to everything. All things Vietnamese. If we can't process our fucking trauma, it's holding us back from doing great fucking things.
Yeah, I think so. I really think so.
This is the first all Vietnamese stand-up show, and we relatively have processed our trauma because we're like comedians, so we process it on stage. And now we can actually put aside our differences and like get along and not have to drink all the fucking time, because when Vietnamese people get together, they drink like crazy just to get along. Just to be like, okay, we're not gonna think about that thing.
Dude, I think you just described me and Fred's relationship.
Now I just realized all of like the heavy Vietnamese get-togethers that I've experienced. By the end of the night, all the men are finally touching each other.
Yeah.
And going like, we're gonna do it now.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
We're not.
It's not consensual. Yeah, you need a couple more of these little nuns before I can touch you.
Yeah. That's very, very true. Man, this the lucky thing we have about Embarrassed by Night is that I think that even though we are the first ones,
Mm-hmm.
we probably won't end up being the best. There's other people doing stuff in like the East Coast and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I support that. I think there should be more.
All Vietnamese?
Yeah, Leo Nguyen has a Vui Vẻ Fest, which is like a comedy with vendors
And music.
and music. Yeah, it's not the same thing, but
And it's all Vietnamese stand-up.
mostly because I don't think there's as many in the East Coast. So
But we fuck with him. He fucks with us. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
No,
Leo's
Leo's doing his thing. He like has fully flushed out like Vietnamese like stand-up. That's very impressive. I've
Yeah.
seen his stuff.
yeah,
It makes me aspire to do more comedy in Vietnamese.
yeah.
Or like just sprinkle it on because I'm not like true Vietnamese where like I'm.
I
Like,
think you should be. You don't have to be anything other than who you are. You know, I think
Yeah.
that's enough. Like that's
Mhm.
all you should be as a comedian, right? If you want to sprinkle in Vietnamese because of who you are, then I think you should absolutely do that. But don't like if we can't compete with Leo with Vietnamese. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, like his Vietnamese.
Like, we can't even compete with that. Like the videos of like that black guy and that ginger guy speaking
Oh,
Vietnamese.
bro.
Yeah, we can't even
Okay.
compete
Dude,
with that. So we're
that's
just like.
so embarrassing.
I was like, okay, we'll just do our little broken Vietnamese,
Yeah.
sprinkle it along our stand up.
Yeah.
Fine.
But you know, like, you know that we're probably fucking losers in America.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you have to go to Vietnam to like pull Vietnamese chicks. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine.
refuse to accept their love for our culture at surface level. I have
No.
to. I have to. They have to. In order for me to feel good, I have to put them down.
Of course. Yeah, they went over there. They learned a full culture, a full language for what?
Yeah.
Get laid.
To take our women.
To take our women. That's what it usually boils down to. It's the women and territory.
Yeah.
That's what it
And
comes
you know
down
what?
to.
I think they're coming for our cars.
They're coming for our
I think they're
cars.
coming for our cars. I think they're gonna take our cars, and I'm not here for it.
I bet some of those guys could probably get on a commercial for VinFest.
You know
At this
what?
point, they're so beloved over
Dude,
there.
totally. We should pitch that. I support that. More culture for everybody. I support that.
I wish we loved our culture as much as they loved our culture.
We literally have a Vietnamese podcast. Like I feel like we're drinking soda on here, dog. Like we're on the podcast.
But we can't speak Vietnamese like
yeah.
that well.
Yeah.
I translated one of my jokes to my mom just to like be like, hey, this is just because she comes to my shows and she doesn't understand what the fuck is going on, but she just like wants to support. I translated one joke to her once, and then she just like was like, oh, nhưng mà con cứ thật sự nghĩ cái đó không?
Like, do you actually believe that?
She's like, do you really believe that?
It's
I
like,
was
no.
like, no, it's a joke, Mom.
Well, what's the joke?
It's
I hate the Jews. I mean, obviously, it's a joke, right? Like, we all know that this is not the beliefs. The beliefs that we say here do not reflect our actual
suspension of
beliefs.
disbelief.
Yeah, just be clear that nothing I say.
Keeping the Turkish and Armenian stuff, cut out the Jewish stuff.
Yeah.
But my point is, I can't make my mom laugh, like at all.
I don't think Vietnamese women have it inside of them. Not that generation. They don't have laughter inside of them.
You know what she does laugh at? Babies.
Okay, yeah. At pure like innocence and just like, oh, that's so cute. But who
No.
doesn't laugh at babies?
No, she laughs at babies dying.
Oh, baby's dying. Oh,
Yeah,
baby's
that's
holding
right.
AKs.
No,
I'm
they're
like,
very much
okay.
alive, Andy. I
Okay.
knew that was coming out when you were like, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna make a joke.
The worst level I
I'm gonna
can.
go dead babies. Speaking of babies, Alex, you're the first guest on our podcast who has a baby girl.
Yes.
It's
A baby in
it's
general,
been-
baby period.
Been all bachelors up until this
Yeah,
point.
that's true. All
Most comics are bachelors. Most
yeah.
male comedians are like childless.
Yeah.
How's it been being a girl daddy, a Vietnamese girl daddy to a nice Vietnamese girl? How much of the culture are you integrating in her upbringing?
That's a great question.
As much as I can without the trauma. Because I am actually telling her I love her. I'm actually telling her I support her. Even though she's 2.5 years old, she understands it. She understands all the little actions that she does. I don't scream at her. I'm actually expressive to her versus like the way my parents raised us. And I have sisters and they were like, they got fucked up by the culture. They're trying their best. They're like 35, 40 years later, they're barely learning to laugh and smile and enjoy things and just like be proud of their own work. And I think that's one thing we're missing in the Vietnamese culture is just that, you know, the pride and the support of what we do and the actions that we take that are outside of the expectations. Like, My sister, she just works at a nail shop, and my parents are just like, okay, cool, and that's it. Not like, what are there any new designs that you're doing? Like, there's like a true interest in all these little tiny things that we miss out entirely.
Like, showing interest in what your kids do, and like actually like learning who they are, I think is a really important part of parenting, right? Like, and maybe like an underrated part that I think that a lot of like children of immigrants struggle with, because for our parents, like, dude, we put a house over your head, we put a roof over your head, you know.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly, and that's should be enough. Right?
No, it's not, and it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fucking work,
and it should be.
But I'm glad I did the work on myself before I, project that onto her.
Yeah,
like she got the best part of me. She got the sober me. She got the me that's actually doing what he loves for a living.
Yeah.
So that my perspective has completely changed. If I had a child like 20 years ago, oh my God, she'd be all fucked up too. No, that's not what you do. No, you be a lady. Be da. Do this, do that. Go get me a refill.
You call that a martini?
Yeah. I said dry. There's always misery involved in relationships.
Right, I know, but there's a real.
Again, are you okay?
No. When the fuck did I say I was okay?
Life is suffering.
Life is suffering, bro. Come on, Buddhism 101.
Suffering comes from desire.
Yeah, suffering comes from desire. You want something, it feels good, it tastes good. It fucking sucks when you don't have it.
Yeah,
and then eventually it sucks when you do have it.
To end suffering and desire is what the Buddha says. So I don't care. I want anything. I don't want anything.
No, I want a lot.
Yeah, I don't want anything. So that's why I'm happy.
That's why they shave their heads.
Yeah.
Nah. Buddhism is bullshit.
You know, an Armenian cut this hair. Maybe that's why I'm mad.
Smells good.
Sprinkled a little bit of
a little Jack Hard Noir just like on top of your head, and when they're done. When work happens, you gotta work. You can't bring people especially a romantic interest. Yeah, because I tell my wife, like, don't come to my shows. Don't come on the road with me. We already made the mistake. I took her to South by Southwest, and it was like you end up babysitting people.
Yeah, that's. I was dating this girl for a couple months, and after 2 or 3 shows, I was like, I can't.
No, I've seen people bring like comedians.
Yeah.
In the making,
it works for some people.
No, they were bringing women to open mics. I'm like, what are you doing? That is so fucking stupid.
I'll do it once if it's a new relationship. I'll do it once if it's a new relationship, but if we're dating over time, if I'm at shows especially, actually open mics is better than shows because there's no stakes at open mic.
Yeah, but then when you bomb, that pussy dries up so fast. What are you talking about?
The thing, Alex, is that you just don't bomb.
You do somebody else's jokes.
Yeah. You need material. I got you. You need material, but just don't bomb.
Anyway, my mother say.
That's another example of like getting one in first, so the rest of us can thrive. Like, that fan is the VinFast of coming.
Hey, that's a very, very good metaphor.
That's a great metaphor. He squatted so we can run. He
just sat right there. Yeah. He squatted right there in 2003.
He squatted so we can run.
He's still in 2003.
And we're not running. We're also kind of squatting.
We're still squatting.
We're still sitting.
We're off the ground.
Yeah, we're off the ground.
I will go on that last thing though. The biggest mistake I ever made was I brought a girl that I met online to a comedy show
that you were on.
That was on in Saigon, and I asked her to record it. Just last minute decision. I was like, oh, by the way, can you like record this for me?
Oh no!
And then she left after my set.
And took your phone with you.
I had to call her back. Like, hey, I'm on my friend's phone, but
how bad?
Empty the way.
It was like a
NBA.
It was a rooftop set, which is not even something that I thrive in.
Right.
And I just didn't have a good set, and then she just like left after the show.
Oh my god!
After a show, after your set.
After, I think she stuck around for like a little bit, and I sat next to her, and we didn't really talk. And she's like, "Okay, I think I gotta go." After like 1 or 2 more comics.
Did they also bomb?
It wasn't a showcase. It was I was opening for some traveling comics. So the next people were like actually good comics, not locals.
Yeah.
I was the local.
Oh, she saw you as not a provider because you didn't have a tripod.
You're like, what if my phone screen was even broken?
Yeah.
You mind recording on this?
Yeah, you don't affiliate yourself with people with cracked phones, cracked phone screens,
and Androids.
That's why
and Androids.
Tonight I'm not even bringing my phone. I'm gonna just use a notebook to take down anybody's number.
That's really funny.
That's
so funny.
At least it'll be like quirky a little bit.
It's a quill. Ah, dearest friend, I will reach you in many moons from now on to discuss possible potentials of collaboration.
It's not even a notebook. It's a fucking scroll. Sorry, what's your number?
What's your P.O. box?
Yeah. Send me your coordinates.
Yeah.
No, I don't want people to see my fucking busted ass phone.
It's okay. It's fine. It happens. You know?
I know, but it's like it's so broken that it's like people are gonna be like, "What happened?"
Yeah, it's a good conversation starter.
No, it's not. This is a better conversation starter.
That's a way better. A quill on a scroll is a way better conversation starter.
No, because you could be like, I'm just trying to disconnect.
My tongue just pitch black.
Yeah. You got a black tongue.
It's hella ink.
Just a lot of networking tonight. Oh man, the cracked iPhone screens. I've definitely been. I don't know. It sounds like very elitist, but like anytime you talk to somebody and they pull out a cracked iPhone screen, you're like, huh? No, it's so classist.
No, it tells you where their priorities lie.
But you got a new phone coming in.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to have to explain that.
On up. Yeah. I think in order for us to balance out and process the traumas, we need to go outside of our culture. Because we keep sitting in this crabs in a bucket type bullshit, and you need to date outside your race, our race.
He hooked up with a Chinese girl recently.
Completely outside the continent, all right? Outside the continent.
Go farther.
Go further. No, not mainland. Don't go.
No mainlanders.
Yeah,
no mainland. That's my one. No mainlanders.
No, you need to go outside of our entire continent. We all need to go outside of our continent because
I hear you, man. I agree.
Yeah, you do. But to go outside of our culture and to understand that there are more people out there, then maybe you go full circle back around. Maybe I don't know. I went full circle back around. My wife is Vietnamese, and it's still tough. It's still tough. She got all that Vietnamese bullshit going on, like the silent treatment, the unimpressed by everything type of bullshit that we do.
Let me ask you this, and this is a serious question.
Yes.
Do you think that, and I'm not accusing you either here.
Sure.
I don't know what's happening in your marriage, right?
Sure.
Do you think that possibly reducing it to like the Vietnamese, I think it's a huge part of it, but reducing it to Vietnamese culture makes it hard for you to accept and like approach her where she's at?
No, I think I'm approaching it beyond where it's at. Mm-hmm. I'm going above and
because you don't want to be like, this is her problem. It's a Vietnamese problem.
Yeah, because I'm willing to carry the weight on my back that it is a cultural problem that we're dealing with. Just having to just coil back inside when there's like issues that need to be resolved. Yeah, that's what we do. Like every time when I was younger and my siblings and I would fight. Mm-hmm. My mom would just be like, "Oh, đừng lo. Just one day, forget it. Yeah. How can I forget it? It happened. Yeah. It's there.
It's not addressed. It's not being addressed.
It's not. We don't address anything in our fucking culture.
And that's the hardest part about like marriage with marriages in general. Right?
Marriages inside of our culture, we don't address a lot of things, whether it's like culture, whether it's religion or anything. You want to save face. That's the thing with our culture. We want to save face. Everything should look
and power
through. Which is fine, but I mean, as an entertainer, I don't think that we have the ability to look past shit.
No, we settle on shit. We like settling, like wringing it out, and like
you gotta wring it out. Yeah. If you don't wring it out, then it's gonna. What the fuck are you just gonna sit there and be all fucking soaking wet?
It'll fester, right?
It'll fester. It'll grow mold.
Yeah, it's like an emotional wound, right?
It's terrible.
It gets infected if it's not cauterized and fixed.
Once you address all your issues and you go outside and you find a woman who's addressed all her issues, who wants to grow, and that's another thing about like Vietnamese culture. I don't think we like to grow. We're still working on
we
the
like
idea
being like comfortable.
of growth.
Like, we know what we like and we want to stay in that.
It's scary.
We know how to grow wealth.
Well, some of us do.
Well, yeah, some of us. Not any of us.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Tesla.
Hey, do you have a charger here?
You fucking bitch. You hypocritical fucking bitch. bitch, bro. You do not lecture me about.
I'm talking about the inside. You must grow inside.
Yeah, okay, how about this? I'll work on my inside. You give me your Tesla.
Hey, but just to wrap up what we were just talking about, that's what I do appreciate about you, Alex, and watching your stand-up is that you do try your best to kind of not educate, because that's a little condescending, but address these things that we're experiencing in Vietnamese culture and other cultures like us, in hopes of talking about it and helping other people understand it more, so that we can just generally be more chill.
Right. It's a big ass fucking love letter to my wife.
Is your stand-up?
Yeah, where I'm like, hey, we're dealing with all these things and it's personal. It's personal. I just like, I want us to grow. I want us to address all these issues. I want us to address like these things so we can grow. Cause like I've given you my hand in marriage. Where like, oh, marry me.
Did you give it like this? Yeah.
You could have said I put a ring on it.
Yeah. But I put a ring. Sorry, I've just been trying to help women. You know. I put a ring on it, and I just want us to grow and just become the people that we promised each other we would become. But I mean, when you get a child, it does like stutter a lot of that stuff. You slow the fuck down.
Yeah, it's hard. It's overwhelming. Children.
I didn't want kids.
Yeah.
I didn't want a kid. I wanted to become a part of this like movement. They call it the Tink movement. The 2 incomes, no kids.
Yeah. Oh, I heard it was DINK, dual income, no kids.
Dual income. Well,
remember Doug?
Oh yeah, with the vest sweater.
Yeah. The next door neighbors were called the Dinks because they were dual income. No
oh
kids.
Shit!
That's how I learned about that.
That's
okay.
Fucking awesome. I love that.
Mr. Dink. Hey, Mr. Dink. The Dink lifestyle.
That's what we were doing. We were traveling. We were
going to South by.
Yeah, going to South by, going to Europe, doing all kinds of fun shit. And pandemic happened, ruined my pull-out game, and now we got a kid. But she's fantastic. Honestly, like I wouldn't take anything back. She's freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's
very cute.
Thank you, man.
Kid.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
despite what you brought it to the table.
Yeah, I brought nothing. I just left it in a little longer. Yeah. That's all. A split second longer than I should have. But it was good. It's good. She's the best. She keeps giving me jokes.
I love that. I love it. She's the best. She's the best. She's good for my career. She's the best. She's just so good.
Hey, I'm a content creator. That's content. That's true. My baby's content.
Absolutely.
So we have that, and now like it's a blessing in, I wouldn't say disguise because it's a clear blessing, but like whatever the universe was giving me, I'm like, all right, I'll just deal with it. And now I want to continue to grow beyond that. We're trying, but with
it's a process. It's all a process,
Vietnamese people, man, we don't want to process our fucking traumas.
Name a better rivalry: Alex Duong and Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
No matter what, dude, no matter what it is, like, oh, this Sudanan is it's kind of expired. Vietnamese people, man.
Yeah, Vietnamese people,
just
man.
It's trauma. It's a
trauma that we taste.
The trauma. I taste the trauma. God damn.
Sweet trauma.
Generational trauma.
In a cup. That's what this is.
That's why every time I see an Asian person dating outside their culture, I'm just like, yes, you went to therapy, baby.
Yeah, I think I highly support therapy. I cannot vouch for it hard enough, dude. Genuinely, I think.
Yeah.
I think not that everyone like needs it, but it will only improve everyone's lives.
I think everyone needs it. Because I mean, what
else are you gonna do?
If we're not talking to a therapist, so what is therapy besides like going out and having friends and speak to them, and that's like it's all everything's therapy. It's not necessarily with like a trained medical professional.
Yeah.
Highly recommend a trained medical professional.
It's backed by science, dog. You know what I mean? It's backed by science.
It's not backed by your group of Vietnamese
your
women.
Your homies' opinions,
That your homies' opinions are just like your opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just what do you call it? Solidifying your fucking
an echo chamber.
A goddamn echo chamber, and that's what her friends are. They're an echo chamber. They're like a group of Vietnamese women that sit there and bag on me and their husbands, and that is fucking annoying as shit.
It's safer. It's safer.
You're coming back to the same thing. Can you have another perspective? We need more perspective on our own culture.
Yeah.
If we're going to...
Vietnamese people, man. Vietnamese people. Vietnamese people.
Am I right?
We're the worst. Alex, It's been great hanging out with you, and we're
thank
very
you,
happy to
man.
have you be a part of the Embarrassed by Night family. What do you have coming up?
I am. I have Embarrassed by Night on the 29th at Mic Drop.
Yes, sir. 10 p.m.
San Diego.
We got the party slot.
This is the best. This is
10 p.m.
In my opinion, the best club in San Diego right now.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they treat
I mean,
you really well.
the staff is great.
Yeah.
They got a green room. The new owners have like really fucking turned the whole place around. Not that it was like terrible or whatever.
They make you feel welcome too. The staff makes you feel welcome.
Yeah.
They got food. They got rice bowls.
It's just friendly.
Yeah.
Straight up just friendly.
Yeah, they like hired like all the Trader Joe's cashiers there.
Yeah,
they're like they flirt with you, but they're kind of cool. But then like, hey, what do you need? And then they get the fuck out of your face.
One thing you gotta take away from this, other than obviously come to Embarrassed by Night in San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Don't get mixed up with me.
Yeah, please don't. Especially if you're
Asian. If you're Asian, do not flirt with Fred. If you can actually, if your feelings are checked in at the front door before you talk to Fred, then he's gonna be a solid dude.
And you know why it's hard for Fred, right? You know why, right? It's because it's Vietnamese people, man.
Yeah.
Vietnamese people, man.
My DMs are open though.
Yeah, but not the DMZ. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been another episode of Embarrassed by Night. Mo,
oh yeah.
Hi, yo.